Howdy folks, welcome back. Justin Bradley, Berkshire Hathaway Real-Time Realty here, showing you how to get some extra equity in your home by painting your front door. The first thing that you're going to want to do is take all of the hardware off your door. Then you're going to want to take out your trusty sander and sand all of the surfaces that you can with the power sander. And the harder to reach areas you're going to have to sand by hand. Sand the entire door everywhere you plan on painting. After you clean everything up, take a little bit of paint thinner and just lightly wet the entire surface of everything you just sanded. This is an important part to help expose the grain and get any of the paint residue out of the surface of the project. Then tape everything off, and if it's 110 degrees while you're working, go get yourself a standing fan, because that's the only way you're going to cool off. Then you take a little bit of wood filler and you go across all the areas where there's little cracks, where some of the joints on the woodwork has come apart. If you have a fiberglass or steel door, this probably isn't something that you need to do, but if you have a natural wood door, definitely do this. Seal up all of those little cracks and seam breaks because the paint will not fill it. After everything is good and dry, go ahead and sand everything a second time. I used 120 grit sandpaper on my final pass through. You don't want to get too fine with it or the paint won't penetrate the grain, and your seal protecting it from the weather will be weak. So don't get too crazy with how fine a grade of sandpaper you use. I start by cutting in all of my corners and edges and then fill in the middle from there. Just like you learned in kindergarten, color inside the lines. This is a great home improvement to do, especially right before selling. If you want to increase your home's equity, this is a great way to do it. And if your door is in major disrepair and you need more than just a paint job, typically speaking, you will get multiple times more equity out of your purchase on having a new door put in than you will on the cost of the door. So it's definitely a good thing to do, whether it's a minor job like painting or replacing the door altogether. Now here you'll see I'm putting the lock set on and then taking it off. Between doing my first and second coat of paint, I wanted to make sure that the lock set lined up and that everything worked well. And there you go. New paint job, new looking door. Thanks guys, see you again soon.